Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Let me know. Hold up. Okay, I think that's better, right? Is that better? Hey everybody. Thank you, Q Spencer, for becoming a member of my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all don't forget to become members of my website. Okay. It is also free membership over there on the website. So I'm going to be doing a lot these next upcoming days. Y'all know the Ooh Ladies First panel is popping on my channel tomorrow night. I have to get my show together for that. Let me explain before we get into this. First of all, y'all know I normally give y'all a schedule. So I'm giving y'all a chance to come into the room. But I had a eye doctor appointment yesterday and they had to dilate my eyes. So my vision is coming back slowly but surely. So that's why I didn't do anything yesterday, because y'all know I would have came to y'all with the bullshit yesterday. But when I got home, I couldn't see. And it's just now this morning that I'm waking up that I can actually make out letters again. So we're going to get into some things. Overnight, I saw this situation with T.I. and it was just crazy to me how this happened right after the Will Smith Chris Rock situation, which I am so tired of talking about. I am tired of Chris Rock's brothers. I am tired of people nobody asked. I'm tired just of everybody having opinions and something to say about this situation. And I'm extremely annoyed with all of the people that somehow work this back to being Jada's fault. And I just want to say that, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. Something is wrong with y'all. Jada was not supposed to jump up and stop Will from doing anything. She was not supposed to do anything other than what she did, which was sit there and be pretty. Sit there and be a pretty damsel in distress. And that article or that story that they put out saying that she said, oh, what Will did was wrong, but I'm still gonna stand beside him. Like, everybody got so upset. And I was like, why are you upset about her saying the same thing he said? Like, in private, then people probably was giggling their ass off about how hard he slapped the shit out of that boy on that stage. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. Like, and now he's going through actual real problems because of this that I personally didn't think was going to happen for him. I mean, it doesn't even really matter because he's so rich. But like, them halting his projects for what? Honestly, I feel like that's just something that people are saying while Will goes through some extensive therapy. And then eventually he'll be able to come back. Because at the end of the day, if you think people aren't going to pay to see his movies, I don't know about that. Like, real shit. I don't know about that. But I also feel like whatever they say statement wise isn't indicative of those people's relationship. And which is so bothersome to me is to watch everybody telling him to leave her because this is all her fault. And I'm just like, yeah, no responsibility to any of the men. And then here comes August Alsina. And y'all are still not giving him the to me the amount of weight he deserves in this situation. He was the one that put their shit on blast. They didn't talk about that on Red Table Talk until he said something about it. And now, yet again, he's using it to bolster his dying career. But y'all are going to find a way to blame Jada. Everybody's going to find a way to blame Jada. And I'm over it. I'm over it. It's really annoying to me. To have such animosity towards not only a woman, but a little woman that a lot of you people don't even know. Like, it's crazy to me to see people in the comments talking about he need to leave her. Y'all have no idea how that woman has probably enriched this man's life. But for once, a woman is not the only one being embarrassed with cheating scandals, and you niggas do not know how to handle it. Y'all do not know how to handle the fact that this shit can go both ways, my nigga. Like, this is 2022. I don't know where y'all get this shit from, that y'all gonna be the only ones doing these types of things. And this shit, y'all are not niggas. I don't know where y'all get this from. It's 2022, my nigga. It is not the 80s. It is not the 90s. Jada told y'all in the 90s she wasn't one of these basic ass women that was going to sit there and get cheated on and be made to feel small in their relationship and not do anything about it. She told y'all back then she wasn't that bitch. And y'all mad. That's weird to me. It's weird to me. Really, if y'all want to be mad at Will and say Will is wrong, we can go back and forth about that all day. But the idea that this is her fault is just so ridiculous and, misogynistic and just indicative of how many men and women hate other women. It's weird. Exactly. When the man says we weren't cheating, she wasn't cheating, and y'all keep saying she no matter how many times they both say that it was not a cheatation, y'all are still talking about how she embarrassed this man. And it just, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of whenever there is a sidekick guy that doesn't have a woman, like Cole from Martin. And Martin has a relationship with Gina, loves Gina, does things for Gina, has his own place. Gina has her own place. Gina has a job. He has a job. Cole lives with his mom. Yet Cole, during that first 2 seasons, had the ability to make Martin feel like shit about being a gentleman or being an adult towards his lady. They were able to clown him into feeling bad about having more than them. Think about that, y'all. I was watching that shit the other day, and as an adult, it's crazy to me how many men that have absolutely nothing love to clown men they're jealous of. And the men they're jealous of sometimes acquiesce to this bullshit. They don't even realize their homeboy is literally hating on them and clowning them out of jealousy, not because they actually should be clowned for the shit. I mean, y'all can say the world ain't full of these niggas, but Cole is the nigga that like all these niggas that was, living at home with their mamas, disrespectful to women, talking about, a woman's feet when they ain't got shit to offer. Tell me that those are not the Cole Browns of the world. Come on now. Come on now. Cole did stay hating. Tommy used to be on Gina's side sometimes. Exactly. I think a lot of men don't realize that, they don't realize a lot of their homeboys and a lot of these niggas be hating on them. And it's the same thing with Russell Wilson. Y'all are still having this conversation. I'm warming up, y'all. I'm warming up. We're going to get into TI. I'm warming up. We're going to keep having this fucking conversation about, because I'm not coming on camera. I'm not cute, y'all. I just got up and I wanted to talk. So I decided to come up on here. Okay. I'm glad you like that correlation because I had been thinking about that because I was watching Martin yesterday and I was just like, this nigga Cole really used to have Martin like switching his shit up with his lady. Like, and it's like this nigga has nothing. This nigga goes home to his mom's little bitty apartment, can't keep a woman for nothing because he has nothing to offer, says the craziest shit. And you really up here letting this nigga make you feel bad about how you treat your lady. That shit was crazy to me. Like the best Cole could do was Big Shirley, who used to dog his ass out. And was another one that treated treated the man like a child. Y'all remember? He'd say, you let them 3-year-olds have more freedom than me, Shirley. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's just really weird, y'all. And yes, the Russell Wilson situation. I'm listen. I feel like any black man that shaves off his mustache is lame. Like, not permanently, but it's just, you're doing lame shit. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetically, it's lame for me whenever a black man shaves off the mustache. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. But normally when black men shave off their mustache, if it's not for like some serious job situation, they usually have a lot of white friends and they allow them to say the N-word. Just in my experience, you guys. I don't know, if y'all have had those experiences with black guys who hang around a lot of white people. Black guys who hang around a lot of white people, no matter what they say, always have some weird personality trait where they can sometimes be the coolest dude ever, and then other times where they can be the pettiest motherfucker you ever met. And you'll be looking at them so confused sometimes because it just sometimes it doesn't make sense, you know? And then you realize that in their mind they have expectations of people, and then when people don't meet the expectations they haven't vocalized, they get passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But yes, these are sometimes the Russell Wilsons of the world. Like, that's how I think black women specifically, y'all, I am giving y'all a literal example of, I believe, what the lame thing is. But that's not really Russell. It is a little bit, but not really. This is what Russell has that cancels out the shaving of the mustache, all of the white friends, lameness. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's like an aesthetic lameness that comes from when black men grow up around a lot of white people. Like, we're just gonna say it's a lack of swag, okay? And a lot of the times they like to shave off their mustache, and it's so weird. I don't know why, and I hate that they do that because they always have that weird tan line, and it makes their upper lip look weird. Like, please keep facial hair, black man. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be a beard, but by God, have a mustache. Okay. I'm sorry. It's weird. That upper lip area is just no. Okay. I feel like all black men need the upper lip area to be covered. It's just how I feel about it. Okay. I'm sorry if you don't like it. It's what I feel. And when you don't have it, I have to know your stats, because then I'm going to start to think, are you a lame? What's going on here? Is this for a job? Y'all please put the link. I hope y'all, please put the link in Discord for me, y'all, because I forgot to do that this morning. I was just like, let's get up and talk before, because I got somewhere to be at 12. And I was like, I don't want to wait too long because y'all know how I be on here pontificating. Shout out to Roxanne. So Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has a few things about him that basically, make that not even a situation. You know what I'm saying? First of all, he's with a black woman. He's married to a black woman. She's a beautiful black woman, and she gives him some street cred, for lack of a better term, because it's not about street credibility. It's a cool factor that Ciara has. Ciara is swag the fuck out. Her swag rubs off on Russell. That's really what it is, okay? And that's not a bad thing. Russell is extremely good at his job. He is in great shape. He is a nice looking man. He has a lot of money. He's smart. He's well educated, and he probably treats her very, very well. And that's the most important thing, to have a man that is on that level in his life and still treats his woman with respect and care. Y'all don't understand how hard that is to come by, because a lot of niggas that have a lot, they feel like they don't have to respect the women that they're with. That's why I always give men like Jay-Z and other black men who are with other powerful black women, you have to give them their brownie points, because that is not for the weak-minded. And there are a lot of weak-minded men out there. Okay? There are a lot of weak-minded men that need their women to be less than them so they can feel strong. There are a lot of weak-minded men that view powerful, strong, smart black women. And I say strong because I just mean they don't allow people to bulldoze them, but not strong in the way that you're about to keep putting the weight of the world on this lady's shoulders because she can handle it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm a fucking damsel in distress. I have a big nigga for a reason. Okay, he's security. He picks things up. I can't lift it. There are boxes sitting in my living room right now. I ain't putting a motherfucking thing together. Do you understand me? But you know what I did do? I make sure he had food. I make sure the kombucha's in the refrigerator. Okay. I remind him before DoorDash, times out. Hey, the restaurants are closing. Do you want to order something to eat right now? Because I'm not cooking. I cooked a few days ago. There are leftovers, but sometimes you don't feel like eating all your leftovers. I'm being real with y'all right now. Okay. So what I mean is that, like, in real life, men need to be able to be just as, fluid with how they provide care to their woman as their woman for when she has to provide care to their man. And I feel like a lot of what society likes to see is one-sided as it pertains to relationships, But at the end of the day, eventually a woman will want peace. You may always want sexual attraction and fire and for your dude to be swagged out. Yeah, absolutely. But nobody knows what Russell Wilson is giving when Sierra and him are in the room and that nigga standing there with football physique and a possible sizable penis. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows what he's giving when they get in the bed and he start using all of his athleticism and she start using all of her dance skills. Y'all don't know what the fuck them people giving in the bedroom. Y'all just see them out and about with their kids and you want to call somebody lame. Lame is being brokered in somebody and talking about them. Lame is being what? A B-list celebrity talking about a A-list football player, talking about he's lame. Y'all, we can have this conversation in 20 or 30 years. I hope Future's doing right by his money because he got a whole bunch of fucking kids to take care of and a whole bunch of kids that's going to need college and high school fees paid. So I'm trying to understand how someone with less value in life is supposed to be more valuable in a relationship. What drugs are y'all doing right now? Shannon, whoever the fuck that was, I don't even know that person. I don't know who that is. But I know everybody's been talking about what they said about Russell Wilson. And I think Erica De Niro, shout out to Erica, I was watching her video yesterday, and I think she said that there was some other men in the room that were disagreeing with this Shannon guy who said this. But this isn't the first time I've had this conversation with y'all. I feel like every 6 months we're having this conversation about Future versus Russell Wilson as if there's any real competition. What are y'all even talking about? What are you even talking about? A man with a whole bunch of kids he doesn't take care of in the music industry that basically jump-started mumble rap. Like, no disrespect, I love Future's music, but he tends to make the same sounds over and over again, and then y'all copy it. For the longest, I couldn't tell the difference between Quavo and Future on some records. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, who knows? Love his music. It's a great artist. When he was with Sierra, it made him look attractive. He took his glasses off. I said, put them back on. So I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, there are a lot of ignorant people out there. And I think that, like Megan said, of course, another lame bitch agree with what you saying. Okay? Of course. Of course. Another lame bitch agrees with what you're saying. Okay? And that goes across the board. Women and men. Y'all can all be dusty, lame-minded people that like to perpetrate bullshit because it makes you feel better about being in a bullshit situation. You want to feel like all men dog their women out as an excuse for why your man is dogging you out and you're staying. Or as an excuse for why you want to keep getting away with dogging your woman out with no retribution. When the truth of the matter is, in real life, a lot of you niggas get cheated on back and then y'all stay in the relationships too. Let's talk about it. You want to get real with it? A lot of these niggas who are married or in relationships that cheat on their women, a lot of the times their women cheat right back. And at some point, the nigga finds out, and the woman said, "Baby, I know you're not talking to me, right?" And what the nigga do? He be upset for a little while, but he get over it. I'm just saying, like in real life, men do the same things that y'all clown women for, and they just don't want you to know that. The futures of the world are like sociopaths. Like they can't emotionally attach to anybody because they don't have the capacity. And y'all are looking at that like that's supposed to be something to be. It's not like a good thing for Future to not have any real emotional capacity for the women that he has children with. That means something's wrong with him. And y'all are out here like he's the better choice. No, like what are you even talking about? Like y'all really be on some like Republican shit. Like we're all sitting here looking at you like you know this is some bullshit that you're on right now, and this goes against like all of the rules that you make. You're you know what I'm saying? Like y'all make the rules and then y'all go against the rules and then look at us in our faces like we are fucking tripping when we say it. And it's the same thing with a lot of the ignorant black men and the women who mimic the things that the ignorant black men say. Like there is in no way, shape, or form that Russell Wilson is a lesser option than Future. Like I don't even know what universe we're living in when someone actually vocalizes that publicly. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're just trying to go viral. That's why. They know these arguments that are push buttons for everybody. Like there are certain arguments that are push buttons. You want to go viral, you want to have people watch your content, say something stupid, say something crazy. Say something anti. Say something that you know does nothing but promote like bullshit. And the thing that I can't stand about it is because I know it's a tactic, but I also know how it negatively affects us as people in this world. Like everybody forgets that the shit that happens online is also connected to the mindset of the people that you're walking around living in the world with, that you're having relationships with, that you're getting pregnant by. Those same people are walking around in the world that are on social media mimicking very volatile, fucked up mindsets about relationships between men and women. And everybody thinks that it's okay to keep pressing these buttons and keep having these conversations when they knowingly distribute bullshit to the masses so that they can get clicks and views, totally ignoring what the message that they're sending to the people who follow them, like what that message is actually doing to their real lives, into the real, you know what I'm saying? Like the real relationships that they have. You have no idea how these men know that they're on bullshit, but somehow because there's a community of other men on bullshit online, they are validated and then in turn repeat some of the bullshit they hear online to the women that they're laying down with. And y'all gonna sit up here and act like it's okay to get online and say dumb shit like a man with accomplishments and money and a beautiful family who treats his wife, good as far as we can see, as far as she says, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. But ultimately, Russell seems like a sweet guy. Okay. Y'all really are gonna get up there and tell us that a man that is doing everything a woman would want a man to do in a marriage and in a relationship is less desirable than a man that fucks you, probably gives you a STD and a baby that he doesn't want to claim or take care of. Girl, what? Girl, what? It's the antics for me. Like, oh my God, y'all need to do something with yourselves. Like, it's just problematic mindsets, y'all. It's super duper problematic. Okay, so let's get into the TI situation because that's what I really wanted to call y'all to talk about. Okay. So I honestly didn't see this portion of it completely. I actually saw the comedian, I saw her speak first. And it's the first time I've ever seen her. Like, so, this will at least raise her profile, this old disrespectful, fucked up ass situation. Um, and also, I want to say that this has nothing to do with Will Smith and Chris Rock, and I want everybody to stop referencing. Like every time something has happened these past few days, somebody has thrown out Will Smith. Like, please fucking stop, y'all. Every situation is not a Will Smith situation. Please stop. Can we not? I'm not playing anything yet. If you can't hear anything, it's probably your computer. Um, T.I. has been playing comedian for a while now. I don't know if y'all know. So the fact that he's the one that snatches the mic and heckles this comedian, I feel like it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious. It just shows how much T.I. is not really a comedian. And it also shows how misogynistic comedians are, because I haven't heard any of y'all getting up to speak on behalf of this woman. I haven't seen anybody making posts about how y'all doing too much and how y'all are disgusted by what he did. Where is that at? I missed it. I mean, I know it's still early. I'm going to wait on it. And see, this is the problem. People think that because they can say funny things or be funny at times that they can do comedy. And comedy is a very, very specific gift. He really tried to disrespect the shit out of that girl. Are y'all saying y'all can't hear me? Okay, Hannah says she can hear me. All right. I don't know what the situation is. But I'm about to go ahead and play this.
It is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the fuck for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you jump on that shit, I'm gonna check your mom as long as it takes. When you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
Okay. He let it be known he wasn't gonna put his hands on her.
We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. is innocent. I truly believe in evidence. Because for him, there is no charge. I don't want to hear none of that. Don't play with me like that. Hey. Don't play with me like that. I'm not. The one thing I am is in the media. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle.
Nigga said this is not a rap battle. Why you coming on the stage?
If I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Get him off of her. 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 And then he snatched her mic. Are y'all serious right now? Why is nobody doing anything? I don't like all that. I don't like all of that physical, y'all. I don't like all that physical shit. Not with no woman. I don't like all that shit. You wrong for that.
For him, there is no charge. You don't come on stage to disenfranchise nobody or to shut nobody, especially no black people. So y'all won't put that on my body, on God. Y'all won't put that on my mother body. I love this art form. I love this brand, and I'm gonna say what the this is out of my face. I'm gonna say what the I want to say. Here's the reality. Doing comedy, whatever the is going on, y'all see some shit out me go viral. Guess what? For comedy, it's up for grabs, and nobody is excluded from that.
Okay, and I agree with her, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Comedians have always known that what they were doing was a risk, and that's a part of the fun of it, okay? But I feel like it takes a good comedian to tell a joke in a way that's funny to the point that people are laughing at it so they don't get as mad about it. Dave Chappelle is really good at that. Dave Chappelle has said shit during comedy shows that I was absolutely offended by. But because this shit was so fucking funny, I let it fly because I feel like that's what comedians do. You know, at the end of the day, especially if you equal opportunity joning. I don't want to hear no shit where but I still call you out for your bullshit. I called him out for his bullshit regardless. but I still can appreciate the craft and understand the difference between when somebody being malicious and somebody is actually being a gifted and talented and someone who actually thinks about what they're saying comedian. Okay, so there's a difference, and I feel like he came up there fucking with that girl and he got what he got. So here's another one.
I'm gonna tell y'all the real story so we can go ahead and get this shit out the way. Number one, T.I. came to the show, appreciate it. He did a 45-minute set. Now, he gets off stage. I'm making jokes about shit, about to bring up another comedian. He proceeds to start heckling from the crowd, calling me all kind of oh, I need to shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking about this. Then he proceeds to continue to tell me to take my wig off. Take your wig off in front of everybody. Trying to humble black women on some stupid shit, right? He keeps cutting me off, telling me to shut the fuck up, calling me all kind of bitches, heckling me. So I'm like, all right, come on, stop playing with me. Like, it's crazy. You keep going.
Right. I'm about to gut punch that
ass. He
then
starts yelling about how I need to take my wig off multiple times. Take your wig off right now. Cutting me off. Take your wig off right now. Because a lot of y'all are saying I took a cheap shot. This nigga was literally going on and on harassing. I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations.
Boom.
Nobody was tight except for him. Nobody ever called him a rapist. I responded to him telling me in a room full of people to rip my wig off and made a joke just like he did. So if you got a problem with it, not mine, right? So I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations. That's what prompted this whole thing. Nobody called him a rapist. I said, I'll take my wig off because you're trying to humble and play me when you speak on the allegations. I stand on what I said. If you're a comedian, anything's up for jokes. Niggas been talking about me all day.
You should stand up, sis.
Some of it. Nothing's off limits. Nobody's special. And please don't walk up on me again. I'm mad dangerous. This is not rap beef. I am not Lil Flip. I ain't got no problem with T.I.
I just want to know why it's always us against us. You know I'm built for it though. No. You always built for it when it's against a woman. But when it's a man, where your bitch ass be at? Because y'all talk all that shit from behind security.
You see where the shit got twisted? Never called you out your name. Never called you a bitch. You give me a video where I called you a bitch, I give you $1 million. Where I call you a bitch at? Where did I call you a bitch? I never called you no bitch.
And there's that. You're on
this is
camera.
About what happened at One Night Only at our bar on Edgewood with myself and T.I. T.I. came to the show. It's about over anyway. It's an open mic.
Listen, you can't be a heckler and get mad when you get a response. I stand on what I said. I love comedy. Make sure you got the whole story before you believe just anything. Make sure you're at our bar, ATL, every Monday night. Girl, you better pub. You better use this nigga shoulders to stand on. Where's that lady $1 million, that bitch ass nigga? Where's the lady $1 million, that bitch ass nigga? I want to know. Where's the lady money at, T.I.? Where's her $1 million? Throw that lady her ends. Throw that lady her $1 million, and we know you not. We know you're not going to do it. We know you're not going to do it. Let me tell you something. The way he went up on stage and wrapped his arms around that lady, that shit right there, I'm going to explain to y'all why I feel like he don't even know how, for those of us who know what we looking at, can see that those stories are probably true based off of the way he just handled that lady. I've been explaining to y'all for the past couple of days. If you've been watching a lot of my videos, you've been hearing me talk about for a past few episodes of Ratchet Reality and some other shows, noticing the way when men trying to check a woman, how they put their physical body, they put their arms around her, they just touch her in some type of physical way while they're trying to resolve an issue. And it doesn't really resolve the issue, but it causes, it's a tactic to exert domination over somebody, even if it's not in a violent way. So him getting up and wrapping his arms around that lady the way he did, he wrapped his arms around her, grabbed her tight. When she was trying to push him off of her, he wouldn't. And then he grabbed the mic from her and proceeded to talk. That is an issue for me, you guys. That is extremely problematic, more so than anything else that was said. Him walking up on her like that, you see her backing up, but she was like, she had to stand. He came for the hug, and she didn't really want to hug him, but she gave it to him. Now look. She's letting go. Security, do something, security. Security, do something. You still holding on to her. Now you didn't jack the mic out her hand. All of that shit was very physical and violent, and everybody just sat there and watched, and that shit was not cool. And then the fact that you gonna sit up there and talk about how look, all of that on a woman, all of that on a woman. Y'all, I don't care what nobody says. As a grown woman now myself, no man should be handling a woman like that. No man should be handling a woman like that. And the only reason why he got loud with her like that is because she was a woman comedian up there. Because if it was a man up there, his ass would have said shit from the crowd, and then he would have sat his ass down somewhere, or he would have left. He wouldn't have done all of that. He wouldn't have done all of that. I don't believe that. I think he took a liberty with her as a woman, knowing that physically she could not beat his ass or knock him the fuck out. But he tried to take over her set. He was, look at that. Look, y'all, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Y'all, this is worse than what happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock. This is worse than that. I don't care what y'all are talking about. Y'all only are going to feel differently because white people, a whole bunch of famous white people aren't in the room. But to me, for him to walk up on stage like that, force his body on her, snatch that mic violently out of her hand and try to take over her set. Now he all in her face, whispering in her ear and shit, invading her space, even though she's expressed that that's not okay. What is going on in this club? Y'all allowed him to do this because of who he is. Right. He ain't do all that shit with Godfrey. Knew Godfrey would pick his ass up and drop him on the fucking ground on his head. Right. Where's the outrage? Where are the comedians? Where are the comedians defending her? And this is what I'm telling y'all. All that shit they be talking, it's about themselves. It's about protecting themselves. It's not about solidarity for no comedians. Nothing is right. When they started doing that shit, when all of the comedians started coming out and talking against Will, I was like, y'all not doing that for the right reasons. That don't feel right. That feel a lot like when police officers go up for other police officers, but don't give a fuck when a regular person get hurt or harmed in some way. That's what that reminded me of. And it only took, what, a week? 2 weeks maybe, almost? Not even? For a similar situation to take place? Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So let me read y'all super chats. Thank you so much, DeQuasia. If there is no case, then why has his show haven't been back on air? That's a good question. That's a really good question. The Atlantic Creole, thank you so much for the super chat, love. She brought the allegations up and he got pressed and hostile. A hit dog will holler. He may not be a comedian, but he is a clown. Come on now. And to me, why was he even heckling her like that? Why was he even telling her to take her wig off? Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, what was that even for? What was that even for, y'all? Something is wrong with him. Honestly, I feel like everybody is currently unraveling for whatever reason, child. I don't know. But this situation with T.I., to me, is a teller that what the girls are saying it's probably and allegedly, I believe it's probably true just based off of the way he handled this woman in this situation. You have no boundaries, you have no respect. Like the fact that you showed no physical boundary with this woman when you decided to walk up on her and then pretend that you were trying to hug her so that you could malign, like, oh my God, like so that you could physically look at this shit. Her body language is telling us how threatening he was in that moment. It is. Her circling around that stage and pulling her. Why the security? And you know that big ass security guard is probably it's his security. Talking about take your wig off, take your wig off. You was absolutely trying to humble a black woman. Tell your wife take her fucking wig off. We ain't seen her real hair in I don't know how long. Y'all, this was terrible. Terrible COVID aftermath. Child, that's what it be feeling like. Well, then open up shit these white folks just never seen as often. Comedians have been pressed forever. And this don't excuse T.I. at all. No, it don't. It don't, because it's not the same situation if you ask me. You started with that lady. You started, and that was her response. Child, it's a mess. The way he snatched that mic, it's a mess, y'all. It is a fucking mess. I am over T.I. But y'all, let's go through some other stuff. I'm done talking about that, but I just wanted y'all to see that because I thought that was fucked up that he did that and that everybody is really not. I don't know what's going on, but it's not adding up. Y'all, let's talk about Tory Lanez and them right quick because there's new information. And I don't know if this information is actually true. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people do go into them courthouses and lie. They come out with a story that may or may not be true. So we're going to wait and see because that happened recently. But this is what they're currently saying.
Extremely interesting facts that came out about the Tory Lanez case. First, the police have admitted into evidence, they've testified that the other woman who was involved here, they tested her hand for gunpowder shot residue, and she had gunpowder residue on it, suggesting she may have been the shooter. Number two, there was an eyewitness, somebody just like a third party who saw this whole thing, and he said, I saw two men and another woman beating on Meg. As for who pulled the trigger, he said, I don't know, but I did see the muzzle flash go off, and the other woman was the one closest to the muzzle flash. Two extreme.
Okay. So basically, what this person just explained is that let's do it again.
Extremely interesting facts that came out about the Tory Lanez case. First, the police have admitted into evidence, they've testified that the other woman who was involved here, they tested her hand for gunpowder shot residue, and she had gunpowder residue on it, suggesting she may have been the shooter. Number two, there was an eyewitness, somebody just like a third party who saw this whole thing, and he said, I saw two men and another woman beating on Meg. As for who pulled the trigger, he said, I don't know, but I did see the muzzle flash go off, and the other woman was the one closest to the muzzle flash.
Okay, so this is my question to everybody that felt like Meg was lying. In what scenario is Meg not the victim in this situation? Because we've just now been given another scenario that sounds like Kelsey might have been the shooter. I don't know if I believe that just yet. We have to wait to find out. But right, who is this eyewitness? Either way, the eyewitness said they saw two men and a woman beating on Megan. The reason why I don't believe that is because Meg would have had bruises, black eye. Wouldn't she have had some physical evidence besides the shooting, besides her foot? Her foot was the only physical evidence. That's the reason why I don't know if I can believe what this person is saying. And also, a person can be very close to a gun without actually having their hands on the gun and get gunpowder residue. So if they were standing next to each other, if they were fighting over the gun, if anything like that took place, then residue would be on Kelsey's hands. But at the same time, you guys, that still does not mean that Meg lied about something. And ultimately, she's still the one that got shot. She's still the one that was being harmed in this situation. And everybody's still going to act like Meg wasn't the victim, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, I want to put that out there because everybody's been acting like she's been lying about something. And if she is lying about something, it still does not take her out of the position of being the person that was harmed in in the situation. Okay. I don't know why they saying she didn't get shot. I think it's like one of those things where if people think if they say it enough, it'll be real. But I have shown y'all on my channel the physical fucking evidence, the picture of Meg's foot. And I know it's the picture of Meg's foot because I was on the internet the night that she posted the pictures. So I remember exactly what the shit looked like when she posted it originally. All you have to do is Google it and you'll see. There's a whole picture of the gunshot hole, okay, in her foot, the skin peeled back, and some of the skin missing from the heel of her foot. You can literally see it. All you have to do is Google it. So I don't know why anybody would sit there and say that she did not get shot when you can literally go and Google the pictures. It makes no sense. There's another situation where y'all are gonna blame black women. Isn't that like a theme? It's all the black women's fault, no matter what. Let's abuse and disrespect black women. That's like all of these stories. Like all of these stories seem to have this same thing going on. Y'all, what the hell is going on here? Video footage shows Pete Davidson riding around with Northwest. First of all, Pete and North. All right, like so it looked like they're in their neighborhood, and it looks like that's one of those little golf carts in the neighborhood. If he's staying at the house, maybe she wanted to just go for a little ride on a golf cart, and he wanted to go for a little ride, so he took a little ride on a golf cart. Like, why is y'all reporting this, you messy motherfuckers? Y'all know Kanye is gonna be over there having a conniption. Y'all, what's wrong? What's wrong with Madonna? What is Madonna going through? Madonna looks good for her age. If her age was 2,700-year-old vampire who eats babies and small animals. Ugh. Ugh. Get it off my screen. I don't want to see it anymore. It's gross. Madonna, what did you do? Why you do all of that to your face? That was so unnecessary. Y'all, what Russell said.
Your mind that made you bad, Sierra. What was the line that got her to
Are
go
they
out
really
on the
playing
date?
music in the
Well,
background? I can't stand
first off, you know, I had this
Come on
wallet.
now,
I had
get in
this
there.
wallet. I had this wallet, and it was broke down. It was like kind of.
Okay, we can't do this because they got music playing in the background. He probably said something sweet. All right, let's see what dumbass Block got to say.
This. And sometimes your daughters, they go through whatever they go through when they get a certain age. I think a lot of people get in her head, you know, as in because a lot of jealousy because all my kids live with me. I got 3 daughters and 3 boys. Every last one of them live with me except Riley.
Oh.
Yeah. Every last one of my kids live with me from they born till they graduated. Except Candy. And I think there's a lot of jealousy because Riley was in that situation because her mom put on child support. Now, how you got more money than me, they mom, and you put me on child support? Like I had daughters. I mean, I got 2 daughters prior to this. And sometimes your daughters, they go through whatever they go through when they get a certain age. I think a lot of people get in her head, you know.
Right. It wasn't you not being there for her whole life, right? And, and calling her mom a whore and a side chick, right? Okay.
As in, because a lot of jealousy because all my kids live with me.
Right. Riley is jealous of all 7 of your kids growing up in your hot ass house while she got to be the princess and the only child for most of her life. Okay, got it.
I got 3 daughters and 3 boys. Every last one of them live with me except Riley.
I feel like you're saying this to hurt her, and I don't know why, but you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you're talking like you're about to die. So I don't know what's going on here, but you seem to be very unhealthy and, you know, maybe possibly on your way out, or maybe your motor skills aren't what they used to be. Either way, I feel like you are in no shape to be sitting here talking about how Riley is the only one of your kids that you didn't want to take care of because Candy put you on child support. So you're telling me that if you were not on child support, then Candy's daughter would have been living in the house with you and 7 other kids and somebody else's mama, but not her own. Okay, Block.
Oh.
Yeah. Every last one of my kids live with me from they born till they graduated. Except Candy. And I think there's a lot of jealousy because Riley was in that situation because her mom put on child support. Now, how you got more money than me, they mom, and you put me on child support? Like I had daughters. I got 2 daughters prior.
Okay, so you want to know how Candy could put you on child support when she makes more money than you? Because it's not her responsibility to be 100% responsible for a child that you both created. So you have a part in taking care of her. And you have to pay your part in taking care of her. You're not there, so you have a physical responsibility to a child that your penis and you decided to create. You decided to have unprotected sex with Candy. Nobody cares about the girlfriend that you were living with that you felt like was home. Maybe you should have cared a little bit more about her when you decided to cheat with Candy. But you're going to make it Candy's fault because she blew up your spot? Right, because we're going to blame the truth instead of blaming you. And now you're sitting here 30 years, 20 years later, running your dick sucker about how Riley is the only one that you did not have in your household because Candy put you on child support, even though she had more money than you. You're a bum. And you shouldn't even feel comfortable as a man vocalizing the trashness that you're talking about right now. You're a fucking bum. You shouldn't even feel good about saying this out loud, let alone on Beyonce's internet. You should not feel this comfortable to open up your dick sucker and say what you just sat there and said so gleefully and so proud of yourself, to be dismissive and disrespectful to your daughter who you have done nothing for. You are the one that lied to Candy. You are the one that lied and cheated on your girlfriend. You are the one who decided that because you were being made to be financially responsible for a child you created, that you were going to withhold love, affection, and care and time, correct? Yet you think that makes you look good? You're actually laughing and giggling about that. Like Vlad isn't like, oh, this nigga's crazy. He's actually saying this shit to me about like, oh, this is really fucked up. You think Vlad is like agreeing with you or thinking that you're saying something that should give you a pat on the back. Nobody's patting you on the back, my dude. You should be ashamed of yourself. And what woman has been with you all this time? Because from what I understand, you were never married. The girl you were with was your baby mama at the time who you were living with, and you're not even with her anymore, from what I understand. So who are you with? What woman has had all 7 of your kids from different women in the household with you this entire time? To me, it sounds like if all 7 of your children are still with you, some of them are adults. What's going on here? What's going on here? Because I feel like you're trying to get brownie points for something you should actually be ashamed of. Instead of putting it out there like, oh, see, this was all Candy's fault because she wanted me to be financially responsible for my child. If you don't want to get put on child support, pay for your child. Men who give the right amount of money, okay, and are not with, women who are just mad because they're not with them, because sometimes that's not the case. Even if Candy was mad, and even if a woman is mad at you and decides to put you on child support, who cares? A lot of the times they end up getting less money anyway. So who cares? You still gonna pay for the child either way. And if you have the financial capability to give more to that child and you're not, that's an issue. And we all know that time is the biggest thing. We all know that time and energy are the 2 biggest things that children need. And if you are not providing that, you really don't have a right to complain about the few $100s a month you got to give somebody for a child. When you don't have to be there when they're sick, when you don't have to go and pick them up from school, when you don't have to be a parent 24/7, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it. And a lot of you men, even when you do live in a household with your children, can mentally check the fuck out. And y'all do that. Thank you, Jamie, for the super chat. Block Lion. He probably is, but even if he ain't, I could break his ass down to size either way. And if Candy can sue him for the things that he continues to say about her, like you have absolutely nothing going on, but you want to do interviews about the side chick that you're just so proud of yourself for bagging at one point. As much as Candy loves her child, I know she probably can't stand the fact that she got pregnant by you. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like the other children that call you father should be ashamed of you as well. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, like I would be ashamed if that nigga was my daddy. I would be ashamed. I would be like, man, listen. And he probably wasn't even a good dad anyway, because I'm trying to understand if you're immature and petty enough to get up on Vlad's interview and still be talking shit about Candy and your child that you didn't do anything for, then you probably didn't teach your children anything of value. Like, he really should be ashamed of himself. Let me see if there's anything else going on that I want to talk to y'all about before I get off of here. I'm gonna come back. I was supposed to have an appointment for 12, but that appointment got rescheduled. So I'm gonna come to y'all for Ratchet Reality as soon as I get myself together. I have to take a shower and shit, kind of wake my face up. Whoopi Goldberg busy schedule holds up production for highly anticipated Sister Act 3 filming will possibly start this year. Ooh, Sister Act 3. Bandman Kevo says he had an affair with YouTuber Kayla Nicole to help his wife. I saw this. Did y'all see this? I saw this on Instagram. And I thought it was the dumbest shit. Okay. Are y'all here with me? Are y'all here? Okay. I'm going to read this story to y'all. Okay. Because I know a lot of y'all just be listening to me anyway. Ignore the fact that I'm not on camera and I don't have any graphics. I just wanted to talk. So just, fuck with my voice. Okay. So Kayla Nicole married her childhood boyfriend, Kai, known as Lakai, in December 2020. The two share a 1-year-old son. Bandman Kevo also shares children with wife Dime Kevo. The affair allegation surfaced after Dime Kevo recently aired out on social media that Bandman Kevo threw her and their kids out of his home. What? Kevo claims the accusations are false and said that he doesn't want her in his home, but pays her thousands of dollars daily. Make it make sense. Dime Kevo hopped on live emotional and crying about a week ago and told viewers that Kevo had kicked her and their kids out of the home after being homeless for months, resulting in them now staying at a hotel. Kevo's wife also posted a screenshot of text messages sent from her husband on alleged backup Instagram page due to him allegedly deleting her page. She said, I know one's good thing about you will starve before I give you anything else. Wait till tomorrow. You'll see evil if it's not fixed and really homeless. What? I'll treat you worse than Lanez. You play with me and not ever deal with you and watch you slowly fall off, because that's all gonna happen because you're stupid. Oh, wow. According to Kevo, he says he linked up with Kayla Nicole a few months before she got pregnant in 2020 in exchange for help with content across social media platforms for him and Dime. While Kayla and Dime still kept in contact, Dime claims Kayla was the one to encourage her to air out Kevo. Kevo claims that he still kept it cordial with Kayla, sending her money or sending her shoes upon request. Kevo says she was like, can you cash at me 2,500? Boom, I cash apped her 2,500. She like, oh, I like these shoes. Buy me these shoes. Boom, I said, all right, cool. Sent her the shoes. Okay, this is Kayla Nicole. Y'all know her. Okay. Kevo claims he even flew Kayla out of town and gave her $5,000 to attend Dime's birthday party in Miami. Kevo says that Kayla's man was in attendance, but she wanted him to stay back at the Airbnb. Kevo eventually realized that a business and personal relationship with Kayla might not happen after all. He said he asked the YouTube star to do a YouTube video or a song with him, where Kayla responded with, just fuck me. Okay.
For some reason, every time I used to walk in a room, this is what turns me off about a woman. If I see you, I even said, finesse, won't you just hop in a video with me and act like you know how to do fucking credit? Act like you know how to do Amazon. And she said, how can I do that? I don't know. When a person say they don't know, you instantly kill your whole self. I don't know what to do. What you mean you don't know? Learn. It takes. You've been with me all this time. You supposed to have been a woman. You supposed to have been the woman leader for financial literacy. She's supposed to be the top girl for that. Everybody that look up to me, girls don't like to follow guys, but they'll follow the guy girl, right? And if the guy girl is like an airhead or not all the way smart, it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Shorty should be very, very rich by herself. She's supposed to be selling courses. She's supposed to be doing education on YouTube. She's supposed to be doing all that, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what throws me off, because I look at the future and I see like, damn, why be around opportunity if you don't know how to use it or won't take it? But then you sending me pictures of Ari and Jada talking about, look what Little Baby did for Jada, or look what Little Dirk did for Ari. And like, shorty, I'm not them. So at the end of the day, you got to understand that I'm not trying to be them. I'm not them. And I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean? I got my own situation. I'd rather somebody send your profile picture talking about, look at Bandman girl doing this, teaching this. You know what I mean?
Did you ever give her the opportunity, or were you always trying to keep her out of the spotlight?
No, bro. No, listen. I tried my best. Remember, I even told you. Remember, I told you to post that photo when I did this, when I did that.
Yeah.
And dude, man, bro.
Even on her birthday, you wanted me to post her and put her out in the spotlight.
Come on, going out to eat with friends, paying celebrities to be your friend, paying celebrities to shout her out, bro. Paying celebrities, not because they just wanted to be her friend. These girls wanted to be. I said, man, I got myself in a very bad situation. You know, trying to make her blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the YouTube situation. The YouTuber.
Okay, listen. So you seen her around a lot of celebrities, you know what I mean? And I paid a few girls, I begged them, please, you know what I'm saying? Just hang out with her, help her grow, this and this. And you know what I didn't like about what she did? She will get around another girl. She would get around another girl, and she want a friend so bad. She want a shoulder to cry on. She wants somebody to feel sorry for her, feel bad for her. And my thing is, though, you have someone that's getting paid $80,000 for mentorships. Why are you taking advice from other people? You don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know what somebody's motive is with you, right? So, long story short, you know what I mean?
Because you're taking a minute.
I ran into Kayla Nicole. You know what I mean? She a big YouTuber. She one of the first girls that, I put on a dime. You know what I mean? Suki was one of them. I was hollering at Suki. Shout out to Suki. I ended up putting
shout out to Suki.
in tune with Kayla. You know what I mean? I ended up putting Suki into it with Don. They started rocking out. Me and Bill became cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Bill. Then I put Kayla Nicole, you know what I'm saying, and Don together. But I had to go through so much with Kayla Nicole. You know what I mean? So when I first met Kayla Nicole, it started off as, you know what I'm saying, damn, I see you popping on YouTube, man. Let's work, let's do something. And then she had hit me back talking about some, you kind of cute type shit. I'm like, damn, okay. Shit, this ain't my type of girl, but shit, I'm gonna try to finesse some shit type shit. So I called my whole
So we're talking about the Kayla Nicole with 5 million subscribers.
Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. So she hit me back. I tell Juice, I'm like, damn, she like, Kayla Nicole shit. She talking about link up when I'm in Atlanta. I'm like, shit, I'm in Atlanta. I stay in Atlanta type shit. So she said, all right, we gonna plan it. I'm just getting this. My manager giving me problems. I see you smart, and I've been seeing your videos, this, and this. I'm like, I bet. So I tell her my whole situation about, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get to the next level with this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? I might need to do a video with her. I got this girl I'm trying to help blow up, all types of shit. What I need to pay, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to money, it's just like whatever. She like, shit, we'll work it out or whatever shit. Let's go out to eat and
he flossing his whole video,
I take
y'all.
to the Cheesecake Factory in Lennox type shit.
Right, it's all
Lennox,
cap.
Phipps. It was was that Cheesecake Factory or Grand Lux? I think it was Grand Lux. It was either Cheesecake Factory or Grand Lux.
Nigga, get to it.
Do this, and this. It got to be in you. Like hustlers in you. Like I can turn a nigga up and do whatever, but still got to be in you type shit. Okay, boom. So I guess he go to Alabama or something like that. Man, you gonna turn her up for sure. You gonna put down on your channel and shit like that. She like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put y'all in a group after this, type shit. But I'm gonna slide over. Y'all go over her house. We vibe, and she show up in some lingerie. First, when I get in the crib, I damn near see that motherfucker was nice for her age, gang. I'm like, damn, she got a nice ass crib type shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I walk in the crib.
That girl make bank. Why you surprised?
Dog and shit, and we go upstairs. You know what I'm saying? We just laying there and then we just get to it type shit. Now, whole time, I'm like, I told Will, I'm on the phone with Will type shit. Well, I'm texting Will at first. I'm like, man, I gotta go crazy. So before I even slid on her, I took 2 packs of honey, folks. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what's crazy, right? I ain't even being.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, you basically went from talking about how you was trying to get your girl to have more ambition to telling us that you fucked a girl for clout. What a hoe.
Funny, right?
You're a hoe.
What's crazy? I said, if I'm gonna hit, I need to go crazy because she got a lot of followers. So I low key need to just because like I said, I don't know what homie doing, but if she trying to link up with me, I need to go crazy.
This the
folks,
type of
because
men that's
I'm
out
a
there
mama, bro.
right
I brought-
now,
I brought
perpetrating
Lube and
that they a
everything. So
boss, so that they
okay,
can
boom,
fuck a woman
we
for
going crazy
money.
for damn near about an hour straight. So now she like, damn, that was crazy. This and this. I took my Uber back. She was texting me heart signs. Boom,
You're a
boom, boom.
prostitute.
She like, okay, when I'm, this was a couple days later. You know what I'm saying? She checking in on me. I'm like, what you got going on? She like, none. I miss you. I mean, daddy and all this. She was like, can you cash out me 2,500? This is a couple days. Boom, I cash out 2,500. She like, oh, I like these shoes. Buy me these shoes. Boom. I said, all right, cool. I sent her the shoes.
So now you tricking off her.
I'm like, damn. So when you gonna get into it with Dam and shit? She like, I got you. So they start getting into it type shit.
So are you
We in
really?
Miami.
Is he really saying that he fucked Kayla so that he could get his girl on? Is that what he's saying? This nigga, all right.
They come up. I'm like, man.
Or
Bro.
you was trying to become Kayla's man because you saw how nice it would be if you was living in her house. Like, you telling on yourself.
Okay, you come to Dam's birthday? She like, yeah, I'll come to her birthday or whatever. Just fly me out. Boom, I fly her out. Give her 5 bands. Whole time, she like, shit, let's do something. Let's sneak and do this. But she was like, but only bad thing is
trying to think of a lie.
So he at the hotel. He at the Airbnb, I guess, with his guys or whatever. She say, she like, damn, I want to do something on the boat. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get caught fucking you on the boat on Dime's birthday. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, we can't do that. And she like, oh well, we'll just figure it out. So this initiation. So Dime tell me, then she was acting kind of like she didn't want to be around. I'm like, oh no, she probably just acting shy the whole time. Of course, it's weird because she fucking with me. You get it? So, you know, Dime is growing on her, and Dime is a person that she's really about friends. She's about friends. So I'm just like, damn, she comes when she get friends, she feel like it's like she feels like if they do a little something, oh my God, they show so much love for me. They doing like, even though I'm the one putting all this shit together. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a smack in the face to me of, and like whole time, shorty, I'm putting this shit together for you. Like I'm the one you should be like really worried about type shit. So she like, so Kayla go back home. I fly her out
this
again.
Nigga is weird.
You know what I mean? This is like months later. I fly her out again. She tell me type shit. She pregnant and shit. I'm like, oh shit, she pregnant. You know what I mean? So I'm damn near low-key scared as hell. I'm like, damn, who baby you think it is?
Oh wow. Okay, I'm done. Like, really, my nigga? Like, y'all really on some do anything for clout. Anything. This is the type of niggas y'all got out there right now. The type of men that perpetrate being a boss, perpetrate being somebody that's trying to throw their woman on. But you're full of shit. Because I personally feel like you was trying to get with old girl. Oh shit, you think the baby might be mine? He probably was hoping the baby was his. He probably was hoping the baby was his. See, that little 20, even if you did throw money out to Kayla, you was doing it as an investment. You was doing it as an investment. And I think you would have kept your girl on the side and told her everything that you was doing with Kayla was so that y'all could get on together. Meanwhile, you trying to become Kayla's man because you want to be in Kayla's man position. You're doing anything for clout. And I kind of think that, like, that's really slutty of you. So y'all say that he cheating he lying all the ways around. He probably is. To me, the fact that you kick your girl out on the street, like you kicked your wife out on the street, like you got the same last name as her from what it said in the article, and you kicked her out on the street so you can get up here and perpetrate being a boss ass dude. Niggas ain't shit. Whoever the Kev dude is, nigga ain't shit. But I saw that story and I was just kind of like, oh wow, these niggas is like really out here being like dumpsters for trash. Y'all, I want Chris Rock's brother to the one that we don't know. I want him to go sit the fuck all the way down somewhere talking about I want them to revoke Will Smith's Oscar. Will Smith deserves the Oscar. So please shut the fuck up. Like he deserves the Oscar for the role. So please stop. Cut it out. Anyway, y'all, I saw something that I wanted to share with y'all. Hold up. The wife ain't she homeless. She ain't got no money. I don't know what to me, I'm trying to understand. Like it said that she had his last name, so I assume that they're married. But I'm trying to understand how it is that he could even kick you out because that's not legal. That's not legal for him to kick her out and throw her out on the street. So I don't know what the fuck going on. It's a lot of mess though. But look, y'all, T.I. Oh no, not music. Okay, so Trouble Man, I've said from my entrance into the world of comedy that I intend to use my light to shine on others to bring awareness to those who also have love and respect for the art form. In the spirit of that, everyone, I'd like to introduce you to She's Lauren K. She's a young up and coming comic on the scene in Atlanta. Check her out. She's a young Black woman fighting to use her voice for laughter. And I believe that he is now giving her the money for laughter with the light you receive. On my part here, moving on. So now, after disrespecting her publicly and claiming that you didn't call her a bitch, but then us in fact proving that you did call her a bitch, now you've given her the money and now you're using your light to shine on her. Really? Really, T.I.? Really, T.I.? You gave her that money because you know what you did on stage could be considered as assault. I think you gave her the money because you knew that this shit could go way, way left based off of what I was just saying to y'all 2 seconds ago. What was I just saying to y'all? That this was worse. And that he is absolutely buying her silence and buying for her to just let this go instead of taking it where she could have took it, because he absolutely was out of character on stage like that. But now you're going to grandstand and act like you're doing this lady a favor after you disrespected her and tried to take over her skit. Ain't that some shit, y'all? That wasn't big of him. It wasn't big of him. It was smart. It was a tactic to keep from having to be responsible for what he did. Because in all honesty, like, y'all, all of that touching and grabbing that he did to her, y'all, that can be considered assault. That definitely could be considered assault for him to go on stage, hug her, and we see her trying to push him off of her, and then he snatches the mic from her. Like I showed y'all earlier, we watched it. I promise y'all he gave her the money so that this wouldn't continue to be an issue for him. That's why he was like, let's move on now. Let's move on now. I don't think it was a PR stunt, y'all. That girl was too mad when she was on stage. It wasn't a PR stunt. It wasn't. That girl was mad. I'm telling you, she was mad. Because I could feel when she was going off on him in that last video, you can tell she was mad. And also the way he was talking to her, like, He absolutely is giving her the $1 million so that he could get out of this situation. So this situation can go away. So he can use it to grandstand just like he did in this little message. He can act like he was really trying to help somebody when no, you was trying to disrespect her because you're a little man. Because you're a little bitty man. And you were trying to disrespect her. And she pulled your whole card and you didn't know how to handle it. And you did what niggas like you do. Had your security standing on the side of the stage to allow you to go up there and assault that girl. And now you paying her so that y'all can act like it's all good. Listen, foolery absolutely happens, especially when you got foolish people involved. Y'all got to pay attention to the way people move. This is in line with the shit that they're claiming T.I. does, y'all. If y'all pay attention to the way men who do these types of things to women, like the way they treat women in general, especially like, when it comes to disrespect, how they talk to women, how they use their physicality over women as dominance. Like I'm telling y'all, pay attention, because he really did in that small instance with this woman showed us exactly who he was, and it really aligns with the things that Sabrina Peterson's ass has said about him. Speaking of Sabrina, y'all know she had something to say. Hold up. She said, the sad part is if you didn't have that footage, his lies would have cost you your career. Love and light, protect Black women. I was more than triggered watching him walk up on you, but the blessing was he didn't have a gun like he did me. I'm a woman first, and if we don't ride for us, then no one will. This looks familiar. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I agree that it looked familiar and all of that shit. I said, pay her, bruh. And he said, I just did. Okay. And she said she can't wait to get her BBL with her $1 million. And I'm just like, all right. And then you're going to spend the rest of the money doing corrective surgery. But if that's what you're into, go on, girl. Do you. I think it was just a joke, though. But yeah, y'all. T.I. need to go sit his ass down somewhere. Where's his wife? Y'all not gonna blame Tiny? I wouldn't blame Tiny anyway, even though I think she plays a part in his problematic behavior. Soldier Boy's longtime girlfriend said she was blind. Longtime girlfriend? Who the fuck is Soldier Boy's longtime girlfriend? Who is that? Who is that? Aaliyah Hayes says she was left heartbroken after finding out the rapper is expecting a son. The 29-year-old claims that she and the Crank That rapper had been in an on-again, off-again relationship for over a decade and recently discussed marriage and children. Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, why the hell would you want marriage and children with Soulja Boy? Why the hell would you want that with him? Chicago rap artist Soulja Boy was all smiles last month after discovering he's expecting the baby boy he'd been praying for. Child, I'ma pray for that child. I'ma pray for that child. Talking about when I saw it, I was devastated. I dropped my phone. Girl, you don't know how the Lord just blessed you not getting you pregnant for this nigga. Aaliyah says that the two met in 2012 after Soulja Boy broke off his engagement from fitness model Rosa Acosta. She goes, I'm really trying to understand how anybody was ever with Soulja Boy. Like, I understand at some point he must have been like sweet or whatever. But girl, you really sitting up here telling us how sad you are about him having another girl pregnant? Do you not so you mean for a decade he's never been abusive to you? We've seen him be abusive in the last decade to other women. So we know he probably has been being abusive to you. And you sad that he got another girl pregnant instead of you, instead of being happy that you don't have to worry about that. Girl, what's wrong with you? Y'all want to see what she look like? I'm about to hold up. I'm about to share my screen. It does. Oh Lord, these young girls, child, these young girls, y'all do anything for money. Y'all do anything for money. Also that you could be with a nigga who you think gonna take care of you. Watch he dog you out and then don't give you shit like Ray J did Prinky. Fighting that girl on alimony and child support. Anyway, here the girl go. Here the girl go right here. This the girl. Okay? Aaliyah Hayes. Been with this man for a decade. Found out he having a baby. It's number one. He's so excited. He gets to impart his ignorance on another black male in society. So look out, young girls, in the future for Soulja Boy's son to be out here abusing you, because that's what his father is going to teach him after his father is done abusing him. Because you can't tell me that Soulja Boy is not going to be a problematic father. He can't even control his own emotions. And you can't tell me the boy not on something, allegedly. Okay, talking about, I found out with the rest of the world and I thought we were best friends. We were lovers. We've known each other for a decade. Girl, I do not mean to make you sound a fool, but you sound a fool. Well, when I saw it, I was devastated. I dropped my phone. My heart dropped into my stomach. I fell over and started crying because I was heartbroken. I thought our future had nothing to do with another woman being pregnant. I found out their gender reveal was very last minute and it just broke my heart. Girl, when has he ever really been with you for you to be this upset? Oh my gosh, she says, I was 19 at the time, so it was over a decade ago. So you mean to tell me that you 30 years old still sounding this dumb? What do y'all learn in y'all 20s? And then you see she posted text messages between them. I'm here for you, my king. Girl, you sound so stupid. She also claims that the mother of Soulja's unborn son, a hairstylist named Jackie, knew the relationship, stating, I saw her once more at New Year's Eve and believe she was doing hair. I was his date. It's New Year's Eve and that's a couple's day. Girl, that's a couple's day. We kissed when the ball dropped and she went home and I stayed over. Oh, you just had to let her know that he had chose you over her that one night, except for the fact that she's the one that's pregnant. So who's really winning? Nobody's winning because you're pregnant by Soulja Boy. She was well aware because she was talking to him, trying to get out and leave the house, and I was staying there. Girl, why are you she telling us this story like this makes the other girl less than her? So now you're better because he was choosing you, the abusive, obviously allegedly drug addicted rapper that has assaulted, kidnapped, robbed, like done the most to women, and y'all are really online on Beyonce's internet in 2022 fighting. And not, I'm not gonna say y'all because I don't know nothing about the other girl except for the fact that she got pregnant by him, and that's punishment enough. But you really on the internet crying to us, Argentina, about how this nigga fucked over you with the hairstylist, and now she pregnant and you feeling bad because you thought y'all relationship was more than that, even though we ain't never heard of you before. And we have constantly seen Soldier Boy with a barrage of women over and over again. My girl, you're making a fool of yourself. You made a fool of you. Tell me why. Tell me why, tell me why you are making a fool of you. He don't love you. He don't love himself. He don't love himself. Yeah. Why? Girl, what? And then you gonna post a thirsty girl. Look at this shit. Y'all look at these thirsty text messages. This bitch writing all look. Hey, my love, I'm off. Where you at? What's up, baby? At the crib. Okay, baby, can I put up salad? Okay, need me to bring anything? Sprites. Yeah, so he can mix it with the y'all already know. Y'all already what you mixing Sprite with in the comments. Come on, y'all already know. Okay, baby, got you. On my way, King. Little traffic be there soon. Here. Okay, like you doing way too much. Sweet dreams, my king. Love you, girl. Girl, you been busy, babe, with work, but I see you soon. I understand, my love. I just miss you a lot. I'm here for you, my king. Like, girl, get off your knees. Pray to God to get off your knees because you on them right now. Right now, on your knees. Right now. I'm dying at y'all not knowing what he mixing a Sprite with. Y'all don't know what, okay. Y'all must not play The Sims. Y'all must not do no drugs. So, like, when people do lean, they mix the cough syrup with Sprite. That's the best thing to mix it with. Okay. That's the best thing. Please stand up. Okay. Stand up. Please stand up. Please get off your knees. And thank you so much, Prosperity Thick Girl, for being one of the ones that, okay, listen, look, y'all know somebody said codeine in these comments. Okay. If y'all don't know, he was calling for her to bring the Sprite because they mixed the lean with the Sprite. Girl, I didn't know that until I started playing The Sims. And when you add the drug mod, one of the drug mods when they do the lean is Sprite and Jolly Ranchers. Bitch, I was on the floor. I said, not it being in The Sims. Sprite, Jolly Ranchers, and lean. Okay? Sweet treat given to you by the boys of the early 2000s. Okay? Exactly. 3-6 in them. Bit sipping on some scissor. Sipping on or no, it's not for no, it's not. Nobody who put Sprite in Kool-Aid. Just buy some fucking Fanta and stop being cheap. Like that don't even make sense. Nigga said early 2000s. She will be pregnant by him soon also. Cause she trying, cause she wants to be pregnant by him. Because she's stupid. Cause she's stupid. She's stupid. That's what it is. These girls are dumb. I'm sorry, but y'all are. I don't understand. Like you 30 years old. I can call you dumb now. I would have called you just less than smart in your early 20s. But as a 33-year-old woman myself, I'm gonna call your 30-year-old ass dumb, but wanting to be pregnant by dirty dick soldier boy tell him. Still out here doing lean in 2022, allegedly. Calling you, asking you to bring the Sprite. Girl, what his dick gonna do? He probably gonna have to pop some of them C's. That's all them niggas do. That's all them niggas do is do drugs. Like look at tell. Like he gonna have to pop them C's so his peen can get up. Cause his peen ain't gonna get up on that syrup. His peen ain't gonna get up on that syrup alone. So he gonna have to take something to get his peen up while he on the syrup. Y'all already know. Y'all in the comments. Why would you want that for your child's father? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Let them know what it is. Okay? Sims. Oh yeah. Y'all don't know. The Sims, yeah, no, y'all don't know. The Sims go hard. You just gotta add your mods. You gotta add your drug mods, your gang mods. You know what I'm saying? You gotta add all your mods. Make the shit realistic. But yeah, that's why I found out that that's a kit. I didn't know that was a kit. That's a kit. Look like he ain't never had a glass of water in his life. I think he did when he was going through the surgery of getting all of them facial tattoos removed. I think he was drinking some water during that time. That might have been the last time. But yeah, y'all call it dirty Sprite. Oh, okay. Listen, booger sugar clear, girl. Weed, those were the things of my era, and liquor. Child, my era has been all of those things in conjunction with scissor and some other things. But that scissor is definitely still a thing. Okay. R.I.P. to Pimp C. Better carry some Narcan while she at it. Oh Lord. You're gonna have to wake your baby daddy up, girl. You're gonna have to bring it back to life, girl. It wasn't great break. That pain in her stomach was her uterus dancing in sheer joy that she wasn't pregnant. She's confused by the feelings. She's confused. You already know where she comes from. Nothing. And that's a shame, because I feel like even if you come from nothing, you should be able to notice when something else is going to leave you with nothing as well. August Alsina is writing a book about Jada. Yeah, I really don't like him. I really don't like him. You cannot trust a big dick and a smile. You can't. You can't trust a big dick and a smile. You could trust a sizable, you can trust a medium dick and a smile. You cannot trust a big old dick and a smile. They are not to be trusted. Because they do shit like this. They put their big dick in you and then embarrass you and then write a story about how you victimized them, even though you the one with the big old dick. Jada had to go get all of her uterus redone. And y'all sitting up here acting like he was a victim. He was a victim, Savannah girl. He was a victim. The one with the peen down to his knee. Oh, okay. August and his super duper senior dick need to go sit down somewhere. I'm tired of him. Y'all heard what I said. August and his super duper senior dick needs to go sit down somewhere, because y'all always know the slowest nigga in the class dick is always down to his knees. It makes no sense. That's how y'all know that not all black girls, that's not all we care about. Because at the end of the day, like, there were definitely some dudes in school that you knew, but you was like, don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want no sloppy big dick. That's no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I will take attentive medium any day. Any day. Mm-mm. 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 I'm not saying Jada was stigmatized. I'm just saying I have been before. Except for the fact that, that wasn't all, that was one of those situations where people just know what they be doing. They ain't, that wasn't this August L senior super duper senior shit. All he do is lay down. That's what them niggas do. All them niggas do is lay down. All they do is lay down so they can show you how far up in the air they dick shoot. Come on, girl, sit on my dick so I can touch you hard and then ruin your life. That's what August Alsina told Jada, and you can't tell me no different. Everybody sitting up there acting like because Jada was older than him, that meant that what? She was fucking him? No. Little bitty Jada, okay, being turned around on August Alsina's, dick that's the size of her leg. Like, no, I'm not falling for y'all making August a victim. Oh, he was young. I don't care. Oh, he was going through something. I don't care. Everybody young and everybody going through something. What that got to do with anything? What that got to do? What that got to do with the price of tea in China? Bitch, what love got to do with it at the end of the day? August has had a lot of things going on. Leave him alone. Child, y'all gonna stop like looking at these grown-ass men like they children that need your protecting That nigga dick is the size of your forearm, and you really sitting up here. Oh, protect him, protect. Not with that. No, You got a whole killer. You got a whole killer of pelvises and kidneys in your pants, and y'all hoes is out here being protective. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. That is a grown man. He don't need nobody to defend him. He done already ruined that lady life, and y'all sitting up here acting like, oh no, don't play with August. August ruined Jada's life. He couldn't be a quiet slide like hoes need these niggas to be. Be a quiet slide. Child, please. Atlantic Creole, if he didn't do it before, he ain't gonna do it now. I ain't got time for y'all with that. I ain't got time for y'all with that. Cause y'all really be out here like, oh, let's not say anything about how problematic he is because he might harm him. So, no, y'all, no, because ain't nobody worrying about if Jada gonna harm herself. So I'm not worrying about what Big Dick August gonna do. I'm not. He a grown man. Whatever he decides to do with his life is on him. IMD, y'all gonna stop with that putting because that's why people be doing that shit. They want you to feel bad because you holding them accountable. I am Diva Nicole. Thank you for the super chat. I'm just mad he messed up his album rollout by trying to get publicity for the Jada situation. The album was actually good, but he took the focus off of that with this kiss and tell stunt because he thought that was going to be, he thought that was going to work better for him. He thought that was going to work better for him, and it didn't. He has been exploiting her for damn near 2 years, and people think he's the victim. And that's the thing that aggravates me. Oh, I love this. So a man can manipulate younger girls, older women can't manipulate younger boys. You know what? I want to say no. I really do want to say that. I know that's not the truth, but I want to tell you no. I want to just be ignorant and ignore that there are obviously women out there that take advantage of younger men because I know some in real life. But see the way this society is set up, and the way I feel about men drilling their big ass penises into women's wombs and shit, yeah, no, that's not this situation to me. He has continued to use this situation to bolster his fame while ramming Jada under the bus. So no, I'm not looking at grown ass August Alsina as a young boy. You know why? Because the young boys I'm thinking about are like 15. I'm not thinking about no 19, 20-year-old man. No 21-year-old man. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because the 19, 20, and 21-year-old men I know take advantage. Take advantage. He was grown. He was not a child. Y'all need to stop. Y'all find any reason to try to make a grown-ass man with a dick down to his knee a victim. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. And like I said, please stop ignoring the fact that men are the ones with the dicks down to the knees doing the pushing inside of. Like, please stop with that. Sitting up here acting like it's the same thing. Y'all know it's not necessarily the same thing, which is why the numbers aren't equal. The numbers for who's doing it to who are not nowhere near the same. But y'all gonna stay acting like, oh, it's not the same. No, it's not. August was not no teenager. August was a grown-ass man. When I think about women taking advantage of young boys, I be thinking about old-ass women, 20-something-year-old women having sex with teenage boys. Or older teenage girls having sex with middle school boys. Or grown-ass women having sex with, yes, absolutely. That's all problematic. Absolutely. But that is not what happened here. August was a big grown-ass man. Jada had to have vaginal rejuvenation 2 times. And y'all sitting up here acting like he was a victim. Go to hell. Go to hell. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all always want the woman to be the problem and the man to be the victim, no matter what the man does. And I'm over y'all. I'm over y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I'm over it. I'm tired. Y'all tires me out. I don't care what you say. All right. I'm done. I'm going to come back for Candy and the gang later. I will go back. I'm sorry, y'all. I went off for a minute, but it was funny. I'm just saying, no, y'all have got to stop that. Nigga got a whole baby leg and y'all out here like, but he a baby girl. Yeah, baby leg. A baby leg touching my insides. On my inside parts. Shawty may not even monetize this video. Oh Lord. Y'all make sure y'all show up later on here. Y'all make sure y'all come back later on. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for your time. And I will see y'all later. Peace out.